such that it's not going to make any difference. It's very loud, so if they can't hear me, they're going to just do the toss and I'll step out. Okay, go ahead. We'll do an interview after. Good morning and welcome to Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground, home of cricket here in Hong Kong. For the Hong Kong Women's T20I Series Day 2, Aaron Bush with you. Apologies at the toss. We had some audio issues, so I'll give you all the details. And it is China have won the toss. It's Namibia versus China, we should mention that. First time both these teams are playing each other. There's the Namibia squad going out to bowl first as China elected to bat. See on screen, umpires today, John Prakash and Ramasame Venkatesh doing the officiating in the middle. Third umpire today from China, Yo-Yo. Match referee out in the middle for the toss was Tammy Chu today. Namibia heading out. There's the starting lineup and China winning the toss. One change in their squad today. I'll run through the full squad. The captain, Shu Tian, Yang Jin, Maru Ki, the wicketkeeper, Mei Zi, who needs 2 more catches to equal the most number of catches by a wicketkeeper for China. Wang Huiying, Liu Menting, Gong Yuting, Li Jiaping, Zhang Yibing, the in today for China, with Yan Zhu-Ying being the 12th player. Wei Haiting and Chai Yu-Zi. We'll have a look at the Namibia squad as well. No changes today for Namibia from the team that played against Thailand yesterday. Captain Sune Whitman, Irene Van Zyl, Michele Montale, Vicky Hamanyala, the keeper, Mazeli Garesis, Sylvia Shahepo, Aresta Dietgard, Kayleen Green, who was great with the ball yesterday, Adele Van Zyl, Yasmin Khan, and Wilka Mtale, who also gets 2 more catches and will be the equal record fielding catching person for Namibia women. As yesterday, starting from the Argyle Street end for Namibia, Irene Van Zyl will open the bowling. Non-strikers end for China is the vice-captain, Yan Jing. And the captain for China not opening today, sending out the wicketkeeper, Mei Zi. Beyond strike, almost ready to get Game 3 underway here in Hong Kong for the Women's T20I Series 2024. Irene Van Zyl over the wicket. That's with a full one, dropping right on the stump line, outside off. That's right, again, fast outside off. Coming forward, prodding by May. Deep third in place. And also a fine leg, the 2 outside the circle for Namibia. Point, cover, extra cover, mid-off, mid-on, mid-wicket, and square leg inside the circle. Plays that one onto the offside to cover. There's the captain shining the ball for Namibia, Sune Whitman. Just jogs on back to mid-on for the left-handed May. Comfortably behind the ball. Overcast conditions today in Hong Kong to start with. Should be a bit of swing, same pitch as we used yesterday. So drying out, a few more cracks available. Still a very good batting track. That one swinging away to the left-hander. 5 dots to start with. Very tidy, much like yesterday for Van Zyl. Namibia, halfway at the innings break. Well, halfway through their batting innings, thought they were on for about 120, which would have been a good score and pushed Thailand, but in the end, Thailand chasing down 95 for victory in 18 overs. So Namibia looking for their first win in the competition, and starts with a maiden. Aaron Van Zyl. China none for none after 1. Chat between the vice captain, number 26, Yan Jing, and May, who survives the first over. Said she bowled beautifully yesterday and going to be in the attack early today. Kayleen Green to bowl the first over from the Victoria Harbour end. And different field setup for the spinner with a long on in place outside the circle and a deep mid wicket. Got the fly, short leg, floating fine inside the circle for anything flicked around the corner, and a square leg and a mid wicket. There's Green. Comes in for her first delivery today. Strays down leg side, and immediately that short fine into action. First runs off the bat for the vice captain of China, and then backed up with a dot. Ball 4. And that's crunched beautifully. That's going to be the first boundary for China today. Races away through point. 4 runs in the books. Side off, punched hard, takes the boundary. That's very wide and called wide. It's drifting down leg, can't get any bat on it. Back to back wides. Going around the wicket now, trying to mix things up. Better line. Takes the dot. Puts the front foot forward. Leaves that one alone. Happy to take the extra. Young Jin. That one's right on the stumps. Having to play, but a very good over for China. 9 runs coming from it after 2. They're 9 for the loss of no wicket. Van Zyl continuing with the dots into his second over. 7 in a row now. Good ball control from the Argyle Street end. And first runs off the bat for May, straight to square leg. A little shuffle to the right, to be fair. Gets through for first runs for May. Now young Jin to face Irene for the first time. Tries to find runs through extra cover. Unable. Good fielding. Keeps it to a dot. Again, Yasmin Khan patrolling that extra cover region, as she did yesterday. Her zone. Oh, tried to pick that one off stump. Almost went straight through the gap, but chopped down onto the boot. Two balls left of the third. Again, just outside off, hit hard, straight to Whitman at mid-off. Looking powerful at the moment, young Jin. Picks that one off middle and leg. Same result to the captain of Namibia. End of the over. One run coming from it as China moved to 10 for the loss of no wicket after 3. Change in bowling for Namibia. Kayleen Green just bowling the one over from the Victoria Harbour end. Wilka Mortali into the attack. Meidzi on strike, just the one so far of the previous over. Against the inside edge. Still rolling, stops just in front of the stumps. Bit of sunshine breaking through at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground. Shorter this time. Pulls, runs backward of square on the 45. Square leg of Makalei Montili doing the fielding. Full and fast, chopped out by young Jin. He's been doing well to protect the stumps. This one pushed to point. Again, Makalei doing the fielding. Yasmin Khan now with the towel duties to keep the ball dry, and a little bit of morning dew perhaps. Overcast conditions, still very pleasant. Be up around 21, 22 degrees today again. Oh, found the gap this time, straight through point. Again, powerful, just where she likes to find a boundary. Gets her second one. This is looking like Young Jin's bread and butter. Push through the point, pick the gap between forward and backward point. Some more runs as Young moves into double figures. This time trying to stay away from outside off, pushes down leg, take another extra. Right off middle stump, pushes to extra cover, takes the dot to finish off. Another good over for China with 6 runs coming from the fourth. They are 16 for the loss of no wicket. Irene Van Zyl to bowl a third. Figures of 1 over, 1 made, 2 overs, 1 made, and none for 1. And continuing with the dots. Maidsy on strike. The only one to find a run off the bowling of Irene today so far. Very watchful from May. Irene Van Zyl with best figures in women's T20Is of 4 for 7. Got 1 for 16 yesterday against Thailand. Nice and full. Nicely played at the bat. Yasmin Khan being picked out in the field on a regular basis at the moment. Well, that's driven hard, but can't beat Deargard at cover. Coming out of the middle nicely now. May's seen 14 deliveries. Our broadcast area. So I stand up, watch the next delivery. Oh, close to the edge. Trying to feather it with the wrists. There's not much future in that one. It's going to get the edge and fly through to Garassis with the gloves on. Van Zyl. Maiden to start with, 1 run in the second over, and now 5 dots for the third. Finish it off. Could be a catch, is a catch. Lofted, first wicket falls, Van Zyl strikes. May dismissed for 2. And China lose their first on 16. Sylvia Shahepo with the catch. Dismissed the left-hander. A good opening partnership comes to an end after 5 overs. China 16 for 1. Wicket maiden to go with an already maiden. Now got figures of 3 overs, 2 maidens, 1 for 1. Irene Van Zyl. Big grin on her face. She heads down towards our broadcast area. Just taking the helmet off the ground. Cha Yu-ji to the crease at number 3 will be at the non-striker's end. Joining the vice-captain, Yang Jin, who will be on strike. And another change in bowling with Arresta Deergart into the attack for the first time today. Keeps it along the ground again, trying to beat point, does. So gets a single. They've now put the captain, has put herself out there at deep point, knowing that's the region that Yang Jin likes to target. Cha Yu-ji now on strike, face her first delivery today. Full, carries through to the keeper. Just signalling the angle of the ball. It's to a wideish mid-off. Cha Yu-ji, the equal highest scorer yesterday for China versus Hong Kong China, picking up 13 and a couple of boundaries. Meanwhile, Yang Jin is cruising along after only getting 1 yesterday. It's well played on the leg stump. Still tidy bowling, keeping the pressure on. Coming off the back of a wicket maiden, Namibia, with 2 balls left of the power play. This is a single so far. As Chai looks to get set. Just to go on the front foot to drive. Back to the bowler. 4 dots in a row now. And again, defended back to the bowler. End of the over, 1 run coming from it. The power play done after 6. China 17 for 1. Better performance so far from China. Yesterday after the power play, they were 13 for 4, 17 for 1. They'll be happy with that. And Van Zyl to bowl out here. Leaving the point, deep point region vacant for Yang Jin. Deep third and fine leg, as it's been for all of Van Zyl's overs. two outside. Not putting a third out as far as I can see. Outside the power play, just using the two. A little bit of bottom hand. It doesn't carry to cover. Hit hard again, but picks out Whitman at mid-off. Just unable to find some runs off Van Zyl. China will just be happy to survive through the next three deliveries. And Irene will be bowled out. Not going to survive though. Chops to point. Catch taken. Michele Muntile taking the catch at point, and that's the end of the vice captain for China, Yang Jin. Out for 11. The second wicket falls. Irene gets her second. And the ploy was there, and no luck to go through point. But this time, can't keep it along the ground. And a good, safe pair of hands from Makalayi. Gets rid of Yang Jin for 11. Coming out at number 4 for China, Liu Mengtin. Leo not troubling the scorers yesterday, registering a 2-ball duck. 2 balls left of Van Zyl's very, very good spell. I'll just check with the scorers, but as far as I'm aware, it's all been dots apart from one delivery, which covers a single. No extras. So, of 22 deliveries, 21 of them are dots and 2 of them are wickets. 2 balls left of the 4-over spell. And again, right on the money. Well kept out by Liu. Already got 1 wicket maiden and a maiden. Here it is, final delivery. Right on leg stump. Kept out. But another wicket maiden to finish off her 4-over spell. Look at that. 4 overs, 3 maidens, 2 wicket maidens, 2 for 1. Fantastic bowling spell from Irene Van Zyl. Bowled out from the Argyle Street end. There's the China dugout. A little cooler today. All the jackets on in the dugout. It's a lot warmer here in Hong Kong than it is further north. Not sure I'd like to be playing a December game of cricket in Beijing, or commentating it, to be honest. Kayleen Green back into the attack. Bowled the first over from the Victoria Harbour end. A little expensive, going for 9, but this time starts with a good one. Kayleen Green, 26-year-olds. This will be her 74th Women's T20I. Best figures of 3 for 8. Good diving effort in the field. Captain leading by example, keeping it to a dot. And it's going to pick the gap down to long on this time. First runs off the bat for Chai. Bring the left-hander, Yu back on strike. So some changes in the field. I'm going to put a deep forward square, almost around a deep mid-wicket in place. That's the only fielder they have outside the circle for Liu. Colleen Green has 3 for 8, best in T20Is, as that one goes down leg, take the extra. Also has a 3 for in other T20s. Picked up one back in March this year against the South Africa emerging women's side. 3 for 6 in that game. Taken wickets in all her recent matches. And taking one right now as that's gone straight through. Castled, and that's the end of Liu. Another duck. Go with yesterday's. This one a 4-ball duck. Said she's in the wickets every game she's been playing this year, and this one come off the pad onto the stumps. A little unfortunate for Liu. She has to depart. 3rd wicket falls for China on 19. That's going to bring the captain for China to the crease, Xu Tian. Started well, China, and all of a sudden, losing some wickets. None for 16. They've lost 3 for 3. As Green gets a wicket with the last ball of her over. From the softball ground end, now that Irene Van Zyl has bowled out, Vicky Hamanyala will take over duties. Chai on strike, captain at the non-striker's end. Xu Tian. Xu not getting in the runs yesterday either. Victim of Carrie Chan. Chai got runs yesterday. He's on strike. Hits hard back to the bowler. Good fielding by Vicky off her own delivery. Full, pulled away onto the leg side. There's going to be runs, probably just one as Dear Gut is onto it quickly. Good throw in, definitely just the one available. Talked yesterday about Thailand's fielding effort. I've also been impressed with Namibia so far. All of the players know their positions. Seems to be no major problems where everyone is chipping in, doing their part. It's nice and watchful by Xu. Didn't get to have a chat out of the middle with Xu due to the audio issues at the toss, but we will have a chat post-game. And runs forward of square. Again, Aresta doing the fielding. And I think Shu knows how good that arm is. And it said no immediately, but gets her first runs off the bat. Gets down the non-striker's end. Well, it stayed a bit low. Saw a little bit of that yesterday as well. The outside areas of off. Keeping it a little low. Tidy first over from Hamanyala. 2 runs coming from it. 9 done. China 21 for 3. Kayleen Green, bowler third, 1 for 11, getting a wicket the previous over. Bowling with the cap on, which must be and again, just dotted back. Calls a catch, it doesn't carry. They're going to chance the arm and get through safely with a little bobble in the field. Bit of an uncharacteristic bobble misfield from Yasmin Khan. Did skid off the turf square. Pulling away to mid-on, no run available. Shahepo took the catch into the action again. There's Yasmin Khan sitting at extra cover. This one's going leg side, straight to Whitman. End of another tidy over from Kayleen Green. 1 run coming from it. We're at the drinks break here at Tin Kwong Road Recreation Ground. 22 for 3 on the board. You can see the batting lineup. Vice Captain Young Jim getting into double figures. And these 2 out in the middle. Starting a new partnership. The wickets for Namibia so far, 2 to Irene Van Zyl and a wicket to Kayleen Green. Join us very shortly for the second half of this first innings of Game 3 of the Hong Kong Women's T20I Series. Welcome back to Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground. Aaron Bush with you. Drinks break done in the first game today. Double header again, as we will for the entire tournament. China winning the toss, electing to bat. 22 for 3 after 10. Hamanyala to continue from the Argyle Street end. Very wide. Good glove work. Back foot safely planted from Hsu. Little fake step there, and then the big inside edge. Quick running. Should get them both safely home. An early call from Chai, running to the danger end. It was a good decision. This one cross batted, and it came off the toe of Shehepo, so they should get back for 2 here as it squirts out towards mid-wicket. Had it covered there, Shehepo, but then bounced off the toe. 2 runs to Chai. A full toss down leg, but could be a wicket. Is a wicket. Caught at short, fine leg, I should say. And Chai dismissed. On the replay, missed out on a full toss, comes off the top of the bat. And Wilker takes the catch. 4 down now for China. Their top scorer from yesterday departing for 4. Equal top scorer yesterday. Gong Yu Ting coming to the crease at number 6 for China. Scoring slightly slower than yesterday, China, but with more wickets in hand. They lost their 6th wicket at 10.4 yesterday, in fact. They were 33 for 6 then. And it was Chai, and it was dismissed at 10.4 overs. Might be a bit of a hoodoo for her. Another of the left-handers from China, Gong, causing Vicky to go round the wicket. Dots out to finish off a successful over for Namibia. 11 done. China 26 for 4. Kayleen Green to become the second bowler for Namibia to bowl out into her 4th over from the Victoria Harbour end. There's a helicopter hovers above somewhere. Sightseeing perhaps here in Hong Kong for a Thursday. Takes the wide. Looking to go for the sweep. Vacant deep square. They do have the mid-wicket sweeper in place. bit of uppishness from Shu, but nobody in close catching. That one's pushed to Khan at extra cover. That's gone very, very fine. A good flick back by Hamanyala. Get back for 2. Basically straight behind the keeper, that one. Popped up, ran down, short boundary, but a good chase from Hamanyala at the short leg position on the 45 backward of square inside the circle. This time outside off, swing and a miss. This one outside edge, the bat out to point. China putting on 69 yesterday. Now they're going to put the fine leg in place with Hamanyala going back to the ropes in case anything gets dragged down leg on this final delivery from Green's spell. And it's outside off and it's going to beat mid-off. That could go all the way. It will go all the way. Finishes with the boundary. Big cheers from the China dugout as the captain. What is that? First boundary? First boundary for Shu. Went aerial, one bounce. Diving effort, unable to cut it off. Boundary's been a bit few and far between today. Green's bowled out now, 4 overs, 1 for 19. Last over, putting a few extra runs on. 7 coming from the 12th as China moved to 33 for 4. Wickets in hand with 8 overs to spare. Should allow a bit more swinging from the batters out in the middle. Hamanyala to bowl a third. 2 overs, 1 for 6. Around the wicket to Gong. And drives hard. That's 4 as well as it races down towards our broadcast area. Hit hard by Gong. Getting in the boundaries as well now. Nicely played through mid-off. Went aerial. It was well to the left of Shahepo, who's now been pushed back to long off. Can't beat the bowler. Looks like long off's the only player outside the circle for Namibia at the moment. Everyone else trying to cut off the singles. That's hit hard as well. That's 4 runs. Crunch through extra cover. Hands up in the Namibia dugout. Gone. Maybe the word's gone from the captain. Got 8 overs left. We got wickets in hand. It's time to swing the willow. Again, it was in the air, but just to the left of Deargart. At cover. That's popped up in the air, wide of mid-off, sort of the gap between Khan at extra cover. Shahepo does the fielding from long off. Both 2 out of the middle now, up to 9, putting on the boundaries. She goes leg side in the air. Again, a diving Deargart, almost in the action. Gets 3 for 1. Big smile on the face of the China captain. Shu at the non-striker's end. Having fun. Ten runs off the over. 1 ball remaining of the 13th. put a deep cover in place now as well. And that one just on the leg side. Finishes with a dot, so 10 coming from the 13th. Good one for China as they move to 43 for 4. There's the partnership's a good opening partnership. 16, this one now. Those boundaries, the biggest partnership today for China between Xu Tian and Gong. Much needed as they move towards the half-century mark. Wilka Maitile to bowl from the Victoria Harbour end. 1 over, none for 6 so far. Oh, that's almost on. Yes, it is. It's going on onto the stumps. The finger goes up. And breakthrough of the big partnership comes to an end on 17. The captain out LBW for 10. And China lose their 5th on 43. This is a very good delivery. Angling in. Wilka with her first wicket into a second over. Li Jiaping out at number 7 for China. Oh, that's going to be close as well. Yes, a nod of the head. Back-to-back LBW decisions. And all of a sudden, Matile's on a hat-trick as China lose 2 in a row. They're 43 for 6. Replay. Lee getting a good one. Straightens up. Taking middle or middle and leg. And a hat-trick ball coming up. As all of a sudden, China, after a good partnership of 17, again, starting to lose quick wickets. Wei Hai Ting in at number 8 to face the hat-trick ball. At interest, Wei, left-hander. Wilka deciding to continue over the wicket. Going to have a change. Just realised. Then it is a left-hander, so going to go around the wicket for the hat-trick ball. And leaves it alone. Takes the dot. Ruins the hat-trick. Wei Hai Ting yesterday. Just the one caught behind. Edged off to the keeper. Very wide of the crease and really angling in onto that off stump. Good delivery, well kept out by Hai Ting. That's going to go down leg, even though it hit the pads, especially with the angle. Matile knowing that with a big wry grin. Almost the right line. Wicket, wicket, dot, dot. 2 balls left to the 14th. Kept out this time. Was also angling down leg. So at the end of the over, in fact, a double wicket maiden. Four dots to finish off with after the 2 wickets. Double wicket maiden. We've seen 2 wicket maidens from Van Zyl. And now Matwale with a double wicket maiden in a second over. Putting the pressure on China as they're 43 for 6 after 14. Coming up 2 p.m. today. It will be the big game, Hong Kong, China versus Thailand. There is the head coach of Hong Kong, China, Najib, with the captain, Natasha Miles, who we'll be talking to at 1:30 p.m. for the toss. Just watching on, seeing what the pitch is doing this morning. Make some decisions. Going to have Montiles from both ends now. Makalei into the attack from the Argyle Street end. Starts with a wide one, very wide. The left arm leg spin. Going over the wicket to the left-handed Gong. Stays a little low. Straight back to the bowler. Better this time. And keeps that one outside off. Gong thinking. Doesn't decide to attack. Deep cover out on the boundary, plus a long off. They're bringing deep third inside the circle. That one's very wide. They're going to take the run as Khan pulls the trigger, safely through for the single though. Wayne looking like she's taking leg stump guard. Then goes and puts the bat down well outside off. Wide. Another wide. Loose, some extras for China. They'll be happy with that. Again, just dragging it down with the left arm. Helping China move towards that half-century mark. This one, much better line, outside off. Can't beat Dear Guard at point. Outside off, will beat point this time. Goes to forward point in the deep. Van Zyl Does the fielding, keeps it to 1. Six runs off the over so far, with 1 legal delivery remaining. Hit down wide of long off. Shahepo on the boundary. Again, a single brings up the 50 for China right at the end of the 15th. 5 overs remain. They're at the half-century mark. China 50 for 6. Five overs remaining. Oh, that's gone straight through. Wicket again falling for China in the 16th. And again, it's Wilker getting the wicket, going around the wicket, going straight through. Castled, middle stump, beautiful delivery. She's got 3 now, and China have lost their 7th. I'm very happy. Namibia outfit, 50 on the board. China scoring 69 yesterday. So they need to find some runs. Their final 3 wickets in hand. The new in today for China, Zhang Yibing on strike, coming in at number 9. Oh, good angle in again, a bit more shape. Matilla, 3 for 6. So a brilliant spell. Van Zyl to open bowling. Now finishing it off as well. 3rd over for Wilker. Oh, swing and a miss this time as it shapes away. Another swing and a miss. Can't find the outside edge at the moment. Zhang. Full. Can't beat Whitman. Losing count of how many wicket maidens we've seen today from Namibia. This could be the 4th. Will be another wicket maiden in the books for Namibia as China stuck on 50 after 16. 4 overs remain. They're 50 for 7. Impressive bowling today from Namibia as Deergard into the attack. Rasta, Deergard bowling from the Argyle Street end. Second over. First over going for just the 1 run. More dots. Oh, bottom edge of the bat. Doesn't carry. Lucky not to chop on as well. Big fresh area from Hai Ting. Right on middle stump, forcing Hai Ting to play. Plenty of dot balls for Namibia. Way just 1 run off 10 deliveries. Jung so far yet to get off the mark at the non-strikers end. And put another one in the books. 1 ball left. I'm going to pick up another maiden at this rate. But will it be another wicket maiden? We're still trying to count up how many wicket maidens we've had today. I counted there's at least 4. And does swing it away to put another maiden in the books. China stranded on 50. 3 overs remain. They're 50 for 7. Well, just still doing the count, but we're going with 4 wicket maidens so far for Namibia, one of them being a double wicket maiden from the person on screen. Mulka Muntile, 3 overs, 2 maidens, 3 for 6. Final over. She can get a double wicket maiden here. Get the Michelle. Pick up a Michelle Pfeiffer, the first of the tournament. And it's going to be the 4th wicket at least as it takes the off stump. 5 balls left. Muntile has a chance of getting the Michelle Pfeiffer. Takes a 4th. And the 8th wicket falls for China on 50. Just beautiful line. Hitting halfway up off stump as it comes back in. Captain is happy with the job that Wilka Muntile has done today. 4 wickets, just 6 runs. Double wicket maiden. Wicket maiden, now a wicket to bring up the 4th wicket, and a chance of getting a fifer. Wang Hui Ying in at number 10. Gets good bat on ball on that one. Hits it hard to Khan at extra cover. 4 balls left to grab the Michelle. Again, honing in on that off stump. Well navigated by Wang. Full this time. No run available. Well, if we can get 2 more dot balls, one a wicket to get a Michelle Pfeiffer for Wilker. Oh, 2 dot balls. We'll get a Michelle Pfeiffer of wicket maidens for Namibia. And that is going to be yet another dot. But exciting. 1 ball left. What's going to happen here? And it is yet another wicket maiden. Wilker Mtile bowled out 4 overs, 4 for 6, including 3 wicket maidens. One of them a double wicket maiden. Outrageous bowling. And again, China stranded on 50 with 2 overs remaining, 2 wickets in hand. They'll be hoping to bat out their full 20 overs at least. Yesterday, they were bowled out in the 18th, 17.3 for 69, chasing that massive total from Hong Kong, China of 177, 178 for victory. It was on the cards after early wickets. Arresta Deergart to bowl the penultimate over from the Argyle Street end. 2 overs, 1 maiden, none for 1. Picks out Khan again. Gets the bobble off the turf square area again, but gets the body behind. Keep it to a dot. And there's that angle. Dots from the last over as well. Unable to play, coming across the body. It's the first run in over 3 overs for China. Get some noise from the dugout. They're happy with that one. bring Hoying on strike. Tries to whip it around the corner. Comes off the thigh pad, I think. No run available. It's been slow going for China after the drinks break. They have put on almost 30 runs this second half. Been quite a few extras though. There was some big hitting for a while there. Some boundaries. Lost 5 wickets for 30 now. They were 22 for 3 at the drinks break. And now 30 more runs. The loss of 5 wickets has slowed things down. Just 7 legal deliveries remaining. Make sure China can bat out their full 20. Angling past the outside edge again of the left-hander. Survives. End of the over. 1 left. 19 done. China 52 for 8. Looks like the captain's going to bowl the death over for Namibia. The captain from the Victoria Harbour end. On middle stump, punched out to mid-wicket. No run available. Didn't see Whitman with ball in hand yesterday against Thailand. Taking the reins and bowling the death over today against China. Oh, it's going to be runs. 1. Going to go on the arm as well. It's going to be close. A direct hit was out. They survive, get 2 valuable runs, keep pushing the score up. Whitman with a best of 5 for 10. Certainly handy with the ball. Decided not to bowl yesterday. Three balls left, 2 wickets in hand. Looks like China will make it the full 20 overs. It's a good effort after winning the toss and electing to bat. Tip and run here. Khan throws, direct hit, safely home though. Good running, good fielding as well. Round the wicket for Whitman. 2 balls left. Getting us to the innings break here in Game 3 of the Hong Kong Women's T20I series. Been a polished bowling effort from Namibia. Driven hard, straight back. Good chance of a run out, but in the books as a dot. China will survive the full 20. And it's going to be a wicket to finish with, though. Whitman gets the wicket. The off stump goes flying. China are going to finish their batting innings on 55 for 9. There's the captain, Sunay Whitman, taking the final wicket. Be happy with how they bowled today, Namibia. Perhaps a little frustrated not to bowl China out. But those 5-wicket maidens, or was it 4 or 5? Plenty of wickets being shared between Van Zyl and Wilker. We'll have a look at the batting and bowling cards before we go into the innings break here. 3 getting into double figures today for China. 2 yesterday. Score a little lower as they put 55 on the board after 20. Young Jin getting a 11 for the vice-captain. The bowling card for Namibia. We thought that opening spell from Irene Van Zyl was pretty special. 4 overs, 3 maidens, 2 for 1. But then Wilker Mtile, 4 overs, 3 maidens, all wicket maidens, 4 for 6. A wicket for Vicky Hamanyala and also Sunay Whitman. Right at the end, the final delivery, getting the 9th wicket in the books for Namibia. They'll need 56 runs for victory. Join us in around 10 minutes' time for all the exciting action here. Live from Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground in Hong Kong. Welcome back to Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground. Aaron Bush with you for Game 3 of the Hong Kong Women's T20I Series. It's Namibia up against China. China winning the toss, electing to bat, putting 55 for 9 on the board as they head out to try to defend that total. And Namibia needing 56 for victory. The captain, Sonny Whitman, heading out to the middle. And Adele Van Ziel, their opening pair from yesterday. Started well in yesterday's game, Namibia against Thailand. 42-run opening partnership between these two until Van Ziel was dismissed at the end of the 9th over. Neither of these two teams have played each other before in T20Is. A learning curve. I'm sure Namibia were watching on yesterday afternoon, the China versus Hong Kong-China game. And the China bowling lineup, predominantly spinners. The captain's going to open the bowling for China. Xu Tian from the Victoria Harbour end. They do have at least one quick in the team, Maru Ki. Predominantly full of spinners for China. See if they can generate some spin as Xu starts. Bit of a chop down from Whitman. Action from Xu. Be a little skiddy. Stay a little low. Only managing to find 2 wickets yesterday against Hong Kong. That massive partnership. 150 plus between the captain Natasha Miles. Between Mariko Hill and Carrie Chan. Drives hard. That's going to be a boundary off the second delivery. Crunch through extra cover. Bit full, and Whitman immediately pounces. Saw power hitting from Whitman yesterday, and again this time gets it perfectly for that extra cover drive. So they're now putting out on the offside cow corner a player in the deep, also long on, bringing fine leg inside the circle. Goes the sweep, and that'll be back-to-back boundaries for Whitman, going through mid-wicket this time, taking full advantage. Took one ball as a sighter and then goes back-to-back, bang. Picks it up just outside off, perfect sweep shot, classic sweep through mid-wicket. And brings the length back this time. Xu gets the dot again, much like that first delivery. Two balls left of the first. Namibia will be looking for a big win, chasing just 56 for victory after going down to Thailand in game 1. Oh, gets a feather edge, goes through the slip cordon. Work to do in the deep. Down, pick up by Lee. Back for 2. Certainly wasn't out of the middle, that one. Keep the runs ticking over. One ball left, 10 off the over so far. Good delivery, just defended. finish off. Good one for Namibia, 10 coming from it. Just need 46 more, 19 overs remaining. Run rate required won't be an issue. One would think it's a pretty good batting track. Same one as yesterday, where Hong Kong China managed to score 177. And Namibia going at 10s already. It's a rest day tomorrow in the Hong Kong Women's T20I series. Namibia will play their final game Saturday afternoon against hosts Hong Kong China. It'll be from 2 p.m. China will feature in the game 1 from 9:30 a.m. against Thailand, which will decide the makeup of the finals on Sunday. It'll be third versus fourth in the morning, and the big final, first versus second, from 2 p.m. on Sunday. Liu Meng Ting to bowl the first over from the Argyle Street end, left arm around the wicket. Driven hard back in the air, but Van Ziel's going to get in the boundary fest as well. That was hit hard. Check the replay. Around the wicket. Van Ziel goes leg side, just aerial. And a long off in place, and cow corner, 2 out in the deep. I'm going to go for a quick single on the arm and forces the error in the field. Rotate the strike. No changes in the field for Whitman. Very wide, but crunched anyway. Took full advantage, going through extra cover again. Up and over the infield for 4. Namibian batters are in a hurry to get to the lunch break. Piling on the runs. Full outside off. It's going to be a wide anyway. Just use the elevation and the power to go over the infield. That's going to be 4 more as it's hit backward of square. Whitman, 18 off 8. 4th 4. Just power backward of square here. It's angling down leg. Just help it on its way. And again, more ball chasing from the China fielders. And put the backward square out deep, bringing cow corner in. And bringing long off in, putting out an extra cover in the deep. And I feel like Whitman might well target the short boundary towards the Argyle Street end. Everyone inside the circle. No, goes down for a sweep. Work to do for that backward square. Not going to cut that one off either. 4th 4 of the over. Just toying with the China fielders at the moment. Sono Whitman. And put a backward square in. So it goes forward of square. Now the backward square comes in and they put a deep forward square. At the moment, the way it's coming off the middle for Whitman, every time they move somebody, now they are going to just change the fielder and push to backward square. Perhaps someone a bit quicker in the outfield. Looks like Ma, he's one of the taller players. Short on the offside, chops over the toe, but point this time. Has that got enough carry on it to get all the way? Two fielders converge, hits the ropes. 5 fours coming from the over. A massive one for Namibia. 21 runs in total. As after 2, they're 31 for the loss of no wicket, already over the halfway mark of this chase. They could well finish this off inside the power play. Shorter and faster outside the line of off, so Whitman goes straight over the top of point. The deep extra cover had a long way to run, couldn't get there. Adel Van Ziel has only faced 2 deliveries, will be on strike. Still has a strike rate at 250. Captain for China will continue. The China supporters looking on as Hong Kong China batters are in the nets, getting a throw down. Xu to continue. Pops that one out, but they do have protection in the deep for that, so takes a single. Van Ziel moves to 6. Partnership up to 32, most of it off the bat of the person on strike. Sune Whitman crunches it through mid-wicket this time, out to cow corner, into the scoreboard where Sune Whitman, the captain of Namibia, can see she's moved to 30 and the team just need 20 more runs. 8 boundaries already in just 2.2 overs. 14 deliveries, 8 of them boundaries. And tip and run this time, just to mix things up. Rotate the strike. Oh, this could be a run out. Big mix up. Oh, the throw was too hard. So perhaps at the wrong side of the wickets as well. Massive mix up, and probably could well only be the only chance China get to break this partnership, but they get through safely. That one's going flying through cow corner as well. Over to the scoreboard. Put another boundary in the books as Namibia move into the 40s. Still feasible. Sune Whitman could get a half century here. It's a boundary off the final delivery to win. Need 14. She's 15 away from a half century inside the 3rd over. Gets a full toss, goes a bit further around towards deep mid-wicket. This one will get cut off as they come back for 2. They put the cow corner fielder in place after back-to-back boundaries out there, I should say. Another big over for Namibia, 13 coming from it. They're 44 for the loss of no wicket after 3. They need just 12 more runs to finish off Game 3 of the Hong Kong Women's T20I series. Well, they went down to Thailand yesterday. They're going to put a big win on the books here at Namibia. Maruke is going to come into the attack from the Argyle Street end. And China only had a handful of seamers, Ma being one of them. Van Ziel on strike. 7 off 4. Whitman's having a good tournament so far. 33 yesterday against Thailand. 37 not out so far down the non-striker's end as Van Zyl faces Ma. Waits on it, times it nicely. They do have deep extra cover. Get the one. Staying with a wide-ish long on and a deep extra cover. That's straight. Work to do for two fielders. Oh, good pick up. Good pick up and throw, but good running. Get back for two. Won't beat mid-off this time. Wei Hai Ting, who did the fielding previously as well, patrolling well. Tidy so far from Ma. That one squeezes out to point. Back-to-back dots. It's a full one, goes over the top of square legs, heads. That's going to bring up the 50 for Namibia. Yet another boundary as Sune Mutman moves into the 40s. 51 for the loss of no wicket. Going leg side this time. Ma over pitching and sweeping the medium pacer over the top of square legs head. So 5 required. A 4 and a 4 from Whitman. Could get it to 50, but there's only one ball left of this over, which will, any boundary will put Van Zyl on strike. That's cut away hard. Picked up by the fielder, but got through Gong Yu Ting. Took the one, and that means the 50, you can see the 50 partnership up, obviously. End of the over. Whitman moving to 44, will be on strike for the 5th over with just 4 runs required. Wonder what the chat is out in the middle. Sune Whitman, maybe she's saying, oh, let's take a 2 and then I'll hit a 4 so I can get my half century. I'm sure she's not. She'll be looking for the win as quick as possible. Well, it's all smiles for Namibia at the moment. Wang Huiying will bowl the 5th from the Victoria Harbour end. What a batting performance this has been from Sune Whitman, the captain of Namibia. 44 off 19, 9 boundaries. Oh, almost feathers one. That's going to be another boundary to finish off the game as it gets a misfield, gets the 10th boundary in the books. Will be 48 not out as Namibia score a huge victory here in Game 3 of the Hong Kong Women's T20I Series. A fluky boundary to finish with. Big top edge and a misfield, allowing it to get through, finish off the game, and Namibia win by 10 wickets here at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground. There's the batting card. There's really one person, the captain, Whitman, not out on 48. Helped out, of course, Adele Van Zyl, staying out there in the middle. And the bowling card using 4 bowlers, all very expensive as Whitman took to everyone. Best of them was Ma Ruke going for just 8 in his single over. The match summary, China putting on 55, batting out the full 20, getting 3 players into double figures, which will be a win for them. Namibia too strong on the day. The first time they've met, and Namibia take the spoils, winning by 10 wickets. Don't forget, coming up very shortly, we'll have a chat with both captains from China and Namibia and announce the player of the match for Game 3. Stick around. I'll be over in the presentation area very shortly. Game 3 is in the books here at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground for the Hong Kong Women's T20I series. It was China up against Namibia and a big win, 10-wicket win for Namibia, getting their first points on the board. We're going to have a quick chat to the China captain. Please come in, Su Qian. And we got the coach as well as the translator. You won the toss, which we couldn't put to air, but you decided to bowl to bat first. What was that decision? We thought you might bowl first, but you decided you want to go out and have a bat.
就是为什么要选择首先跳边先击球？
因为我觉得就是我们需要就是说去挑战自己。
Yeah, we need more challenge for us.
And you batted out your full 20 overs, so you'd be very happy with that aspect of the game.
就是今天打满20回合，你觉得很满意吗？
就是说是进步。进步了。
It's improving. It's the first target of the team.
Well, commiserations today. Game 2 done. We'll see you back here on Saturday against Thailand. Thanks very much to the China captain and the coach for dropping in for a chat. We're going to bring in the captain for Namibia now, Sunay Whitman. Thank you very much to you two. Well, you'd have a big grin on your face after that game, I'm sure.
Yeah, very happy after today's match.
How did you find it out there bowling first? Got 9 wickets. There was some incredible bowling spells as well.
Yeah, hats off to our bowlers. Incredible discipline. To be honest, we don't have a lot of left-handed batters practicing to the left-handed batters. So, like I said, hats off to the bowlers, bowling good line and lengths, making sure we build the dot ball pressure and then executing, taking wickets.
Now, it wasn't a big total to chase, but you seem to have a lot of fun out there inside the power play, almost getting a half century, hitting 10 boundaries for your 48. Bit of fun out there for you with the bat?
Yeah, it was lots of fun. We pride ourselves on being playing fearless cricket, and today we just said we have to back ourselves and get the confidence in trying to get as much runs on the board as possible inside the power play.
Well, you got a rest day tomorrow, and then you'll be back Saturday afternoon against the hosts, Hong Kong, China. Well done on the win today. Congratulations, and we'll see you then.
Perfect. Thanks so much.
Okay, now it's time for the awards. Player of the Match award, and we're going to bring in the chairperson of Cricket Hong Kong China, Burji Shroff, to present. Burji, come join us again, please. And as a toss-up, we've just talked to the captain, Sunay Whitman, getting 48 in a very fast clip to get the win, but there was also one exceptional bowling spell. It was the player of the match today for Game 3, Wilka Mtile. Please come join us. Congratulations. I'll step out of the way and you can collect your award. Okay, we'll have a quick chat, and you've also got another award to pick up. Wilka, how was that bowling spell for you? I just want to run through it for those that are just joining us. Your first over, none for 6. Then a double wicket maiden. Then a wicket maiden. Then a wicket maiden, 4 for 6, an exceptional bowling spell.
I think it was very exciting for me, and I was positive all the time and excited too. And I played what I practiced back home and just stayed positive and believed in myself that I can do it. And I know I can do better, more than that too. Thank you. That's
a fantastic effort. And we've got a game ball here. Umpire Venkatesh has got the game ball for your efforts today. Present that one. Congratulations and well done. We got game two today. Game 4 of the Hong Kong Women's T20I series coming up from 2 p.m. Make sure you join us for the toss at 1:30. It is Hong Kong, China up against Thailand. Join us then.